of course, they got.
It's going to be warm out to talk about the ice cream that's coming into town. We have Bluebell here, we have Paul, we have Brent. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great.
Doing great.
Doing great.
That's great. And so we were kind of talking a little bit about history because everyone knows Bluebell. You guys have the classic flavors, but you have a new flavor that's coming out. And you had a couple people running a social media event kind of guessing.
Right.
Did you guys have any lists of what some people kind of suggested?
Yeah, people were all over the place. Of course, as it came down, everybody kept thinking it's a float. It's some type of float, cola float, root beer float. As we didn't do a, make it too coy where you couldn't figure out what it was.
Yeah.
But as it came along, there was a few hints, I guess, of the Dr. Pepper.
Yes,
There
I was
were several
about to
things
say.
there that came down the line.
So it is a Dr. Pepper float. So you and Dr. Pepper, for the first time, like these big names are kind of coming together.
Co-branded, and it's a creamy vanilla ice cream with Dr. Pepper flavored sherbet.
Right, and it's Bluebell is originally from Texas, and then you have Dr. Pepper, which anyone who's a Dr. Pepper fan will tell you, Texas. It's
From Texas.
It's from Texas. So you
Right,
got two
right.
great Texas names coming in, and you guys were talking about the history of how long Dr. Pepper's been around and Bluebell.
Yeah, Bluebell's been around since 1907, and so we've been in the Baton Rouge area since 1989. Dr. Pepper, I didn't realize that it says the oldest known soft drink came out in 1885. And so I guess back in those days, people were trying to figure out what refreshes, and so they paired well. It was an item that really the two flavors blended well together, our vanilla ice cream and their soda into a sherbet flavor.
Yeah, and I was about to say, I'm from Georgia, so when I was in Texas for a little, everyone was like, Dr. Pepper's what you drink, and I was like, you got Coke. You gotta have Coke. But I see you guys have a wonderful display here, and before we start eating, because I know once we start, this interview is going to be over, where can people kind of go to get the pints, the gallons, and maybe even more?
Well, you can find the half gallons and the pints in all your local grocers, and if you don't see it, ask for it.
Okay, and let's say...
It's available today.
Okay, today.
It's
Awesome.
in the stores today.
Store and we made large displays to make sure that people could find it in their local stores. Trying to keep it in stock, and if bear with us, we're trying to get it. We'll keep it out there and keep it in the hands and in the taste buds of all those people that want to try it.
Yeah, and usually when you guys kind of do like a special flavor, how long in case someone doesn't get it today, or is it kind of like we're gonna put it out there and if it sells out, we'll see we'll go there next?
This is actually one of our new standard flavors. We're standard for this year, and we'll kind of see how the reaction is to it. But yeah, it is standard for throughout the rest of this year.
Okay.
Is our scheduled plan for it.
So do you mind if we try some?
Absolutely, go for it. I
Okay.
think it's just a must.
Is there which one that
Either
I'm not
one.
like? Okay.
Either one.
So this is it's Dr. Pepper and vanilla, and so you guys have been in this industry for a while. Do you know how the way to make a perfect float?
Well, you try. I mean, with here, the good thing is you've got it all in one carton. So as it melts down together, you get a little bit more. Some people like it real liquidy. Some people like it a little more creamy, more full. I see.
We got some. Vanya, come on over. I mean, like, I can't. He was talking about how a lot of people like it in different
Don't
flavors.
mind if I do.
And so,
It's not a taste testing party without me.
There you go.
No.
so this is really good because you get the Dr. Pepper, you get the vanilla, and it is almost like a float, but you don't have to put any
It
other
kind
work
of just
into it.
to me, it's described as a creamy Dr. Pepper flavor.
Yeah, and you can
good.
definitely taste the Dr. Pepper in there for sure. I'm going to tell you guys right now, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you.
And I was about to say, we're talking on the Texas trend, and I saw at Whataburger, they first originally started with a Dr. Pepper float, and I'm saying, I tried it. I don't want to say anything bad, but if I had to say anything, I'd go with this, to be honest. It's pretty good.
Well, thank you.
But it does give a little bit of refreshment too. It's not overpowering, so
Yeah.
you get a little bit of both flavors in
The
there.
undertones are definitely there, definitely creamy, the vanilla. 10 out of 10.
Hell yeah.
Ice cream for breakfast?
Oh,
There
yeah,
you
you
go.
can't go
It's
wrong
gonna be a
with
great
that.
weekend.
I know everyone at home is jealous right now, but if you are thinking about this, you should probably head to the store right now.
Yeah, because I think me and Vanya are going to try and get as much as we can.
Oh, I'm going to finish
We'll
this.
keep dipping. We'll keep dipping. We'll keep refilling.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll probably fill myself up on
And
ice cream.
before you leave, these
They might disappear.
they stay, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, oh,
It's yours.
Look at that. Look at that.
It's against our rules to keep ice cream back with us.
Yeah, I get that. But I appreciate you guys being on, Brent and
Thank
Paul.
you.
We appreciate it, and we'll definitely make sure that they for sure won't go to waste.
Absolutely.
There's no way it could.
So yeah, I appreciate it, and of course we're gonna have more news, more weather, and more reviews on this as we get more ice cream coming up after
More
the break.
reviews, more. Look at me talking with a mouthful of food. This is so good, y'all. 10 out of 10.